Hello, everyone. This is an AI-generated story. So, for today, this is a story about my balls. Sorry to be so graphic, but if you really want the best picture in your head, you gotta know the story behind it all. If you're going to laugh, I might as well tell it all right now. Laugh out loud. What the fuck? The morning after my first date with my long-distance girlfriend, I went for a run to clear my head. As I ran along... Okay, wait. I remember something else I had forgotten the night before. My balls. You could say that for me. That day was a blur of dog food, goose, down pillow sales, and Mike's hard lemonade. I had forgotten to shave them that morning. I was a walking 10 o'clock shadow. A 10 o'clock shadow that had left me standing in a public shower with my pants around my ankles. Yep, I was a... Yep, I really was an ass moocher. The fuck, wait. Yep, I was really an ass moocher. This time I wasn't talking about a stolen kiss, but a stolen shower. I ran past one of the office buildings in town and saw a janitor working in one of the toilets. Wait, they were working in the toilet? He saw me looking, yelled out to me to turn around, and all businesslike, he took my privates into his shower-covered hands and had them cleaned up. I told him I was sorry, and he waved me on. I sent out a note to my girlfriend, and even though she had started calling herself Amanda and claimed that the only place her hand had been on was my ass, she made me a real nice lunch out of it. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck? 2 days later, I had a work-related shower, in quotes. I had a meeting with the regional manager of the company I was working for, and she arranged for all the regional managers to take a tour of the plant where I worked. All they did was sit and listen to me talk for an hour or so. At one point, I went to take a piss, and she followed me in and literally stole a drink off the table. When I came out of the bathroom, she was waiting for me, handing me a can of Mike's Hard Lemonade. What the fuck, is this a sponsorship? What's wrong with this AI? I told her she didn't have to offer me a drink, but she said that she did. I wasn't gonna turn it down. I finished my explanation, then went into the toilet to finish up my business. I heard her start to urinate, then take her panties off and squat. I laughed and heard her say, "Oh, I'm about to dump." Just as she said that, I remembered where I was and who I was with. My balls tightened up, and I felt like I couldn't pee. It was an overwhelming feeling of guilt, embarrassment, and self-loathing that turned me cold. Holy shit, this is getting intense. Jesus. I had failed to stop what was happening to me, and I didn't know how I was going to escape. As I stood there fighting back the urge to scream out for help, I got a surprise. She wasn't just peeing, she was shitting. I swear, I heard her say, "I've got a bomb in my bladder," and she started pissing again. And then I heard her piss in my cubicle. I started to get real hot. Oh man, this is getting fucking intense. She started to say, "This is a piece of art," and her stream got longer. What the fuck? I was getting turned on by the sound of her piss. Oh my god, what the fuck? Then I heard her say, "Do you have some paper? I'm dying for a shit." I started to cry and put my hands over my eyes. I had totally forgotten about all the other women I had been with over the past 20 years. What the fuck? My mind reeled, trying to remember what had happened. She was the last person I had kissed before that awful thing had started, and she was shitting on my workbench. I couldn't remember who else had been with me. One of them had to be in on this. I had no other explanations for it. I wiped, stood up, and walked out the room, wondering why I couldn't remember anything. I drove home, told my girlfriend that I didn't want to be friends with her anymore. She cried and said she didn't want to be friends with me either. But I refused to change my mind. It was the end of our relationship. But I couldn't have her shitting in my cubicle in the morning. I don't know if that ever happened to anyone else, but I once had a dick that to some extent helped me out. I think this guy just found himself. I was on a break at work in a pet store and was playing with our dogs. I must have had a few beers because I was in a good mood and I was all over watching the dogs. All of a sudden I felt a torrent of diarrhea in my shorts. I get up and realize I pooped my shorts on the floors in my office. I told the manager to get me another pair, but I need to get something to clean myself up with. So I go to the bathroom, and a little girl comes in and says, "Oh no, I don't like where this is going. AI, don't do anything weird here," and says, "It stinks in here." I look at it, and her poop smeared all over. Okay, well, I think we're done, AI. Thank you for generating that very weird story. So yeah, I use like INFERKIT for that. So yeah, it's a good story. Thank you so much for those visuals. Okay, bye.